Northern Pacific Airways, well, now known as New Pacific Airways, got a lawsuit filed against them a couple months ago from the Burlington Northern Santa Fe Train Company as they wanted to count the airline's name, forcing them to rebrand it into a slightly revised name that isn't quite rolling on the tongue as well. New Pacific's original business plan was to get the Boeing 757 ETOP certified and fly them across the Pacific to connect the U.S. to Asia via Alaska. This is often compared to how Icelandair connects the U.S. to Europe via Iceland. With this Cork-Clear Nashville flight, they're able to save its revenue to start the Alaska and Asia flights. What will their first class experience be like on the average long haul? And how nice could they really make their 30-year-old 757 for passenger experience? What's going on, guys? Casey Fly here, and today we're going to be doing a deep dive into all those questions with the New Pacific Airlines' Cork-Clear transcon route on the 757 from Ontario to Nashville. Checking in for New Pacific Online is really nothing new. After confirming our identity with them, you are then allowed to reassure them that you don't have any firearms or explosives on you. Next check-in is complete. You can then download your boarding pass as a PDF. It is also texted to you in the same format. Alright, the Northern Pacific check-in queue is filled with people that are going to be on our flight waiting for the check-in agents, the gate agents, to come and check them in. I don't know where they are, but they're not there, and people are waiting. But I got my boarding pass already from the online check-in. And the thing with that is that it doesn't have the TSA pre on it, so I don't know if I'll have TSA pre, clearing TSA this morning. If not, then standard TSA, that's fine. I don't board for another hour, 15 minutes, but hey, at least, I'm expecting at least a delay, because, just of the history, I've been monitoring the flights with New Pacific over the past week, and they've either been delayed or barely on time, but never canceled. So yeah, I have like 7 hours in Nashville when I get there, so I'll gladly take a 5-hour delay over cancellation. Alright, just about to leave my hotel room, and I just checked out the departure board on Flight Radar, and the flight's delayed 2.5 hours. So either Flight Radar's chipping, or we're off to a really rocky start. So yeah, I'm just gonna clear TSA and hope for the best. Yeah, no, they didn't let me through pre, so I had to take all my accessories off. They even had to send my backpack through again since I didn't take out my iPad. Hopefully New Pacific gets that fixed at some point. Alright, we got about 20 minutes until our scheduled boarding time. I want to take this time to kind of address something that may or may not be on your mind. Kind of important, but still kind of worth addressing. And that is just simply my absence on the platform recently. And that is just simply because I've just been too busy to travel anywhere. I've been too busy to fly or travel. At the end of the day, I am still a full-time college student. I'm a flight student. So I've just been busy with my flight training to really travel, upload anything. Flight training wise, I'm waiting on my check ride right now, so I have to schedule it, and I have my last day truck to before it, so at this point I'm kind of waiting on it. I did my 2 solo cross countries, my short one and my long one. My long one was about 130 miles. I flew from St. Louis to Pinckneyville, Illinois, to Centralia, Illinois, and then back to St. Louis, all totaling, that triangle all totaled up to about 130 miles, 136 miles. So yeah. This whole like travel stuff, airline review stuff is a lot of fun. I don't plan to stop it anytime soon. I love it. I enjoy it. It's definitely worth my time. So it's not that I don't want to do it and don't have the motivation for it. It's just that I simply cannot do it and I'm just too busy with school. But yeah, the other thing is that I have a massive trip coming up. So those videos will be rolling out around mid-January or to the end of January. And I'm going to be going across the pond over to Europe and filming some airline videos over there. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And you should too. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a banger. So again, I don't have anything planned between now and the end of January when those roll out. But the wait's definitely going to be worth it. They're going to be bangers. Bunch of low budget, sketchy, fun European airlines and European aviation tour. So yeah, I would definitely stay tuned for those if I were you. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the next probably 20 minutes with Phoenix and Brecky. I made a pit stop to Einstein's for a bagel as my breakfast of champions. Once it was secured, I made my way to the gate only to find out that Flight Radar wasn't tripping. Well, that's not completely ideal. It turns out Flight Radar was giving us accurate information, and the flight is actually delayed for 2.5 hours until 12:30. The aircraft is right there sitting on the ramp getting maintenance, so whenever it's ready, it'll push back and then park it in the gate, and then we'll start boarding. So like I said, I'll take a 3-hour delay over a cancellation in this situation. And it wasn't long until that aircraft started to push back and pull in the gate. My faith was starting to restore. November 6 to 8 November Pop was rode to Nashville today. The 28-year-old Boeing 757-200 was delivered to U.S. Airways back in May of 1995 and went through the entire motorcycle with U.S. Airways and American into retirement in March of 2020. Sat in Roswell and Fort Worth until getting picked up by New Pacific in April of 2022. So as it turns out, the crew that did the Reno flights last night will be doing the Nashville flights today. So the Reno flight got out of Ontario about 2 hours later than scheduled, and it didn't get back in Ontario from Reno last night up until around midnight, which is 2 hours later. So yeah, this flight got then pushed 2 hours because the flight from Reno last night got in 2 hours late, and the crew wouldn't have the minimum risk requirements to operate the flight that early at 10. So yeah, it's just because of that. So once the crew gets up and is rested enough to operate our flight to Nashville, then they'll be here, we're aboard, and we're going out of here.
We're actually waiting for that flight crew to arrive. Once they get here, we'll begin the boarding process again. We are just waiting for the flight crew to arrive.
An hour of waiting came and went, and we were starting to see crew show up and board the aircraft to prepare for boarding. The last 2 cabin crew just boarded a bit ago, and that is 8 of the 8 required crew to get us over to Nashville. And they just came on saying that they'll begin boarding in the next about 10-15 minutes once they're ready. But I'll believe that when I see it.
A few minutes later.
Attention the boarding area, we are going to be getting in the boarding process. We are welcoming those who need extra time and assistance, and those who need extra time and assistance only.
How are we doing?
Hi, good, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you. I'm this way. I made a very brief walk to seat 3A with a width of 21, a pitch of 39, and a recline of 8 inches. There was a USB port in the front end of the armrest. You also get a fold-out tray table along with not one, but 2 different drink trays. Finally boarded 2.5 hours later in seat 3A with this beautiful sort of leather design they got here. Relatively basic first class seat. Looks like we have a free company Wi-Fi that you can scan this QR code and then get connected. We can take a look at that later once we get airborne. But yeah, comfy, pretty basic first class seat, and we'll be on our way here momentarily. How's it going?
Good.
Good, how are you? I'm okay. How's the flight looking down in Nashville?
You running with us to Nashville?
I am, yeah.
Well, come here.
Cool.
Have a seat right
Yeah.
there.
How's the flight looking down there?
You're going to assume the captain seat.
Yeah.
Or it's stand up.
Yeah.
You're already there, I'll take the FO seat. So how's the air ride looking down there this morning?
Oh, a little bump here and there, not bad.
Okay. Yeah.
So which school are you going to?
St. Louis University, so I'm based St. Louis University. So I fly the Diamond DA-20 out of St. Louis. At the moment, I'm waiting on my check ride. I just have one more stage check to pass, then I got my check ride.
Private pilot license.
Private pilot, exactly, yeah. Yeah. So how you like working at NP so far, or Raven?
It's great.
Awesome, yeah.
Paying is good.
Paying's good? Awesome. Well, I'm glad, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're the ones that got it up to our Reno yesterday, then yeah, you had the whole crew resting. Yeah. And the whole thing was delayed. Nice.
Yeah, he's an instructor.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, yeah.
Training for captain.
Okay, cool. How's it going?
He's doing great.
Awesome.
Ready to go right now?
Love that. Yeah. Love that. Yeah. How are you liking the 7.5 so far?
Right there.
How are you liking the 7.5 so far?
It's so fast and reliable.
I know, yeah.
It has the Rolls Royce engines. Yeah, this is my green
So
car
it's-
engines.
It's for the skies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Especially like on the short hauls, like it's like so fast, isn't it? Yeah. And like hopefully when we get an E-Top certified to get it over to Asia, we get it for like the long hauls too.
But it's quite fast. Maximum speed is at 350 knots.
Okay.
6
That's not bad.
Mach.
Yeah. Who's gonna be the one flying today?
Right?
Kenny.
Awesome. Nice, yeah. How's your route looking? Can I look through it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you can push every button. This is the
Okay.
performance page. The first we start from idle page. So
Okay.
check that every information is right and effective date. So it's good for 2nd to 30 in November. And next, then from Ontario. Okay, you push the route.
Yeah, got the route.
So Ontario to Nashville. Raven 701.
That's our flight number?
We're going to use the runway 265.
Okay.
So you push the next.
Yeah, next page, and we can look through
Yeah,
that.
this is all route. We're going to fly.
Okay. Then progress, 1500. And then for our V speeds.
Yeah, after they calculated.
Yeah. Not there yet. Okay, yeah. Nice. Well, good meeting you. What are your names? I'm Raleigh. Yes, sir. Nice to meet you guys. After returning from that great flight deck visit with the two captains, Kenny and Mike, boarding was complete. We were then waiting another 45 minutes for some final paperwork before we could disconnect to the jet bridge and get on our way.
Flight number 701, wind service, Nashville. Our flight time today will be approximately 3 hours and 8 minutes. Captain Mike is in command of our aircraft today, assisted by Captain Kenny.
We are airborne out of Ontario and on our way to Nashville. Absolutely beautiful departure that was. Departing kind of laying low for a little bit, just for the traffic separation and some wind that was up higher. But yeah, just laid low and then just rocketed up and avoided the mountain that's at Palm Springs and just wonderful Palm Springs. Now we're just kind of avoiding traffic, just kind of out east in Eastern California. There's just a aircraft that flew over us at about 1,000 feet higher, and we just descended now to avoid that. But yeah, cruising pretty low now, probably around the mid 20,000 feet. But anyway, here we go. Chilling here for the next 3 hours in 3A. And there's supposed to be a lunch service on this longer flight, so we'll wait and see what that's all about. And about the in-flight internet, I tried to get it to load, and it wasn't loading in for me. So maybe for you it'll load. I'm seeing other people watching stuff on it, so it loaded for them. But for me it isn't working, so I don't know what that's all about. But hey, I got the next few hours to figure it out, so we'll see what happens. Shortly after, they started the first-class drink service. I opted for just the ice water. You also get these snazzy ribbon Alaskan napkins with it too. This is quickly followed by the lunch service. Thank you so much. Alright, lunchtime. Bon appetit. Exhibit A, we got a plate of ham, cheese, and crackers here. In Exhibit B, you got this nice plate of fruit. Everyone kind of got the same thing for lunch, plus minus a alcoholic drink, but food-wise, it's all the same for everyone. I don't know what they're at on the Alaska flights or Asia flights, if and when those get added. But for now, for this longer Nashville flight, or shorter Nashville flight, but long enough Nashville flight, just the ham, cheese, and crackers and fruit plates. But that's all I got. But yeah, the ham and cheese are pretty good, so dig in. Also with the in-flight internet, I tried, I've given up, I've accepted defeat with that. It looks like other people got it working. I don't know what they did, but I connected. It would just never load. It would just never work. So I don't know. I've accepted defeat. I've given up. So yeah, I'm just gonna go on with my downloadable content that I got beforehand. I ate up while doing a mixture of looking outside and finding things to watch on my iPad. And since it isn't pretty smooth there, I decided to get up and take a quick walk back to the cabin. Made my way back to seat 33A, back here in basic economy. I'll be in the back of the plane. We got the whole row to myself here. The economy seat is, again, pretty basic. We're all the way in the back. We have 31 inches of pitch of legroom and about 17 inches of width. So not great, but could be worse. The cushion itself is pretty comfortable. You also got a USB under the seat to plug your device in. But for the flights the plane does, it's pretty good. Maybe for the longer flights, it could be a stretch, no pun intended. But yeah, for comfort factor, a stretch. Yeah, not bad for what it is. For just the 3.5 hours this is, pretty bearable. I can still stretch my legs out. I can also lay down. Since, you know, no one's here, got the whole row. But, yeah, just kind of chilling, enjoying the sunset outside as we cruise over the Midwest and make our way toward Nashville. You can't do a proper airline review without the new review. So here's the new onboard, the new Pacific 757. Pretty okay overall. Looks like I got a button there to call the button if you need it. You got soap, you got sink, you got hot, you got cold, you got napkins, toilet paper. Pretty okay overall in the North Pacific Blue. Got the air freshener too. That's nice to have in case you stink it up a bit when you do your business. But yeah, no, pretty good. Something quirky I found on the 757 was an awkward part of the cabin that's for the second cabin doors, but after the bulkhead behind first class. There's only the lav and a single row on the left side and two rows together on the right side. In front of the lav there isn't room for a second row, so there's just an open spot. We progressed east and the night sky took over and the lights of towns became visible. We've started our slow step down descent down into Nashville. Overall, I thought the flight was pretty good. Nice, comfy seat. It was a letdown with the entertainment and the internet not working. But, I mean, it is what it is. It looks like it was working for some people, so good for them. But, I mean, hey, we got through it, and it worked out, so that's all that matters. Amazing crew. They're really nice. Nice pilots up front, letting me play with the FMC. Going through the road. But anyway, yeah, at this point I want to move on to my Raleigh rating scale, which is how I originally rate my flights at the end of every airline review. Getting started with the service gets a 10 out of 10. There are several other cabin crew that were in training and they did a great job. They're very professional and very friendly, and they'll only get better as time progresses. The cleanliness was a 9.5 out of 10. The airframe was almost 30 and it was definitely showing in some places, but overall New Pacific definitely made it work. The Wi-Fi was a 0 out of 10. It was good that it may have been able to work for some people, and they were able to get internet, but not me. The browser wouldn't even load, and I probably wasn't the only passenger with that problem. The food gets a 6 out of 10. The lunch service felt more like 2 side dishes, and those are the only things they gave out with no selection. However, I was able to enjoy that, and that tasted great. The entertainment got a 5 out of 10. Not being able to get any internet on the flight and no in-flight entertainment browser on a personal device was a letdown, so you're left looking outside, whichever was not a letdown. The YouTube app also surprised me with some smart downloads, which were nice to see. The seat gets a 10 out of 10. It really wasn't anything special. It was just the basic, wide, first-class seat you get on any narrow body, so the overall ride rating for the flight is going to be a 6.8 out of 10. Jetway's attached. We're here 2.5 hours later. See ya! Alright, I'd like to extend my welcome to Nashville. I hope you guys enjoyed my review on New Pacific Airways as much as I did on the flight. My overall thoughts, I thought it was pretty good. It was a comfy flight, comfy seat, good crew, good food. Just a little bit of a letdown how the Wi-Fi didn't work and the food could just been a little bit more. But hey, there's plenty of room for improvement there, especially when they get ETOP certified and the Anchorage and Asia flights coming up. Definitely more room for improvement. It looks like the Wi-Fi did work for some people, so if they can just have it work for everyone, then that'd be great. And I can definitely see them adding more food to the menu coming up on that. And I definitely do see myself trying that out once that becomes a thing, getting a taste for their Alaska and Asia operation. But hey, here I am. I'm glad that I was now able to get a taste for their first class service in general. But it was a great flight. I now here in Nashville, waiting 3 hours until my flight to St. Louis departs. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you here and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next adventure. Bye for now. Okay, so huge full circle moment. So I left my charger on the plane, so I had to run back and get it before it left back to Ontario. They got it for me, and guess who was there? The same gate agent that helped me get back home after the second ever flight got canceled when I tried to fly with him then. So he was there, got it back for me, and he remembered me too, which was really cool. And the same plane that was flying that flight that I was just on was the same plane that got me stuck in Vegas, November 6 to 8 November Papa.